The Five and Dime is back with details on its current production of For Peter Pan on her 70th birthday. So let's welcome actor David Voss. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Jordan, for having us.
And before we get into this is really cool. We were just talking off camera. This is your first time as an actor on stage for a play or a musical?
Yes.
That's amazing.
I'm in my 70s and this is my first acting experience.
Oh my God.
But I'm surrounded by veterans
Yes.
who are also there with me, helping me and coaching me. So
that is so, yeah, because I was like, how long have you been doing this? And he's like, oh, this is my first play. I said, no way. All right, so tell us about For Peter Pan on her 70th birthday. What is it about?
Well, it's really about a loving family that's just dealing with life, death, and the allure of not growing up, which
Yes,
is the
of
Peter
course.
Pan metaphor. Yeah.
And so it's basically a woman who, her father is dying, right? And so she has to kind of like go back and relive memories, or how is it? How does the story play out?
Anne we're now, she's having her 70th birthday, but we're kind of reliving those times when she was flying and on stage at an Iowa community theater. But now our father is dying.
Okay.
And so we're the 5 siblings gathered, and we end up talking a lot about things like religion and politics and not growing up. And we all have different views of what happens after death and how do we deal with these things. But what I really like about the play, it's both light and dark.
Okay.
So we've literally had people in the audience both laugh and cry during this play. It's quite emotional.
That's how you know you're a good actor right there.
There you go. And so there's going to be moments, but it's so relatable. That's the thing. Every person in the audience will be able, in one form or fashion, be able to relate to this play. There's going to be a personal experience that you'll have that you'll align with this play. An elderly person obviously is dealing with mortality and what happens after death. There might be a caretaker or maybe a sandwich generation person who's taking care of an elderly parent. But also younger people enjoy it because they're dealing with questions of politics and religion today. So it's something there for everybody to relate to.
Yeah, I was going to say it's pretty relevant too. So how important is a story like this nowadays?
Very important.
And why is that?
One of the issues we get into is a huge argument about politics.
Right.
And we all know that's part of our landscape these days and navigating that. We deal with it, but we also struggle with it because within our 5 siblings, we have vastly different views of what it takes to move government along and to deal with that. So that part is very, very relevant. But also you have the baby boomers, the baby boomers like myself who are older now, and we're such a huge population. And frankly, we're doing a pretty good job of reinventing this time of life and not growing up. So Peter Pan teaches us some lessons about not growing up.
Now, is this set in current times? Like, are you talking about current events or current politics?
Great question. It's actually dealing in the 90s. So it's during, while Bill Clinton was president. But it still has all the relevance of
I mean, we deal with the same thing all the time,
oceans and everything else.
Everything just ebbs and flows.
That's
What
right.
are you most excited about with this production? Because you only have until Saturday to see it, right? So you're almost done.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday is the finishing 3 days of the production. I'm just excited about a message to people about staying young, about staying active, about not growing up. Not literally, but in your mind and in your activities. I think it carries that message. It also is calm the rhetoric, calm it down. It doesn't do us any good to keep yelling and screaming and arguing with each other. Listen as well as talk, but really think deeply about these things and how it's relevant to your own personal life and your family.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And for tickets, you can go to thefiveanddime.org. Again, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the only shows left. It was nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you, Jordan.
Leg.
Thank you very much. I will.
All right,
and don't
David.
forget, you can see Captain Hook. I actually have a sword fight with Peter Pan.
Oh, we got to see that.
Yeah, we are in our 60s, but we still have a sword fight.
That's going to be fun. Thank you again.
You're welcome.
All right, David.